The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us, taking time out of your busy day today. This is Nicole from Insurance Agency Marketing. I'm going to be joined by Brett Walderbach from North American, and we are going to cover a variety of North American products. The webinar is called Making It Simple, so we're going to try and make this as simple for you to wrap your head around as possible. We got to go through a few intro slides before we get going in our webinar. And my slides aren't moving. There we go. Okay, so we're going to start off with our Iams Business Builders and talk about this. For every referral that you send to Iams, when they contract with us, you will receive a $50 check. Once your referral does business, you're going to get a $100 check. Then going forward, you can earn thousands of dollars because we are going to pay you a 20 basis point override on all of their business. That is not a hierarchy. You are not responsible for anything that they do. That is just our thank you to you for sending us a referral. Just as your business is built on referrals, so is ours. And then we also have our marketing reimbursement account program, which is great for you as an agent. It is our way of helping you cover your costs of conducting business. So for every $100,000 of premium in indexed annuity, we're going to put $100 in your marketing reimbursement account. Those dollars can be used. There are very few limitations on what they can be used for, and we will cover half of your expense. So if you buy a $1,000 computer, you have $500 in your marketing reimbursement account. You submit that receipt, and we are going to get you out a check for $500. That's how that program works. The next thing that we do offer, which is great, is our new producer builder. So within your first 180 days of contracting with us, if you can write $100,000 worth of business, we are either going to give you a $750 cash bonus, a 2-year producer website that we are going to build and pay for 2 years, or the newest iPad. If you can write $300,000 worth of business in 6 months, we're going to give you the Social Security program with a 3,000-piece mailing. We're going to put $2,000 in your marketing reimbursement account, or you can choose from a $1,500 Visa gift card. If you are very, very ambitious and write $500,000 worth of business in 6 months, as you can see, you have 2 seminar coaching options, as well as mailings with those, or a Ritz-Carlton package to anywhere in the United States for you and a guest. Iams and our back office support. This is what we pride ourselves on. We are going to help you from the minute you get a case until the minute you are paid on that case. We have all kinds of business building tools and resources on our website. When you get a case, you're going to give us a call. If I'm your annuity case manager, I'm going to help you with your illustrations, your case design. I'm going to get you out your product training links, get you appointed with the carrier if you need to through our paperless contracting that you only need to complete one time. Then we're going to get your application. Once you get that app filled out and submitted to us, we're going to scrub it. We're going to let you know if there's any changes that need to be made to it. Then we're going to get it submitted to the carrier and follow up on it every 3 business days so that you don't have to. It takes all of that back office work off of your plate. The other thing that we do we have a 24-hour guarantee on our life and annuity quote turnaround time, and we have top sales expertise and coaching from our top agents. I'm going to launch my first poll question now, and it is, are you currently using Iams Creative Solutions? If you could answer that, it would be greatly appreciated. We have a creative marketing department that spends its day making any type of marketing materials you may need, whether it be tweaks in your website, whether it be making you a website, brochures, business cards, logo design, any branding you might need, any newsletters, anything that you need from a marketing standpoint, our creative marketing department will assist you with. I'm going to close out this poll question. It looks like everybody has voted. Thank you for your participation. Move on to the next slide. Maybe. And we're going to talk about our Iams website. So 24/7, you have access to our website. On our website, if you go under the support tab here, there are all types of informative marketing materials, support that you might need, any forms for client annual reviews, so on and so forth, are all under that support tab. We have all of our products online, as well as you can go online and run income riders yourself. You can run term quotes yourself. You can access forms. You can see our current annuity news and our annuity and long-term care product grids. Our website has a wealth of information on it that I encourage you to look into. I'm going to go ahead and launch our next poll question here. Oh, no, I'm not. Okay, so we're going to talk a little bit about Iams Wealth Management. We started Iams Wealth Management a couple years ago when the DOL all started raising its ugly head. And we did so to ensure that our agents had another avenue to place business if the DOL rulings did go into effect. All you need to be in wealth management is a Series 65 license, a CFP designation, or a CHFC designation. And Charles or Mike Hansen in our wealth management department would be more than happy to talk to you about the services that wealth management does offer. Now I am going to launch a poll question. Would you like more information on our upcoming Life and Annuity Academy? Our next Life and Annuity Academy is going to be May 8th through the 10th in Des Moines, Iowa. It's about a 2.5-day marketing summit. We bring in 3 to 4 of our top producers. They go over what they've done to get from the bottom to the 1 percentile of commission earners as far as marketing strategies. They go over wealth transfer tools, advanced annuity sales topics. We have someone who talks about seminars. And then there is a little bit of product knowledge and incorporating the marketing aspect of the product into those presentations as well. It is an excellent opportunity for any agent who is active in the life and annuity markets looking for ways to grow their business. And it looks like everybody has completed that poll question, so I'm going to go ahead and close that one out. We'll move on to our next slide. Maybe. And this is our Ritz-Carlton Iams 2019 Marketing Summit. August 25th through August 29th of 2019, we will be taking several agents to Naples, Florida for a marketing summit. Any combination of these premiums below make you eligible. This is a phenomenal resort that has golf and spa and anything that you could possibly want to do right within the area. It is going to be a fabulous time for all of you who are eligible to attend. And with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Brett.
All right. Thank you so much, Nicole. Appreciate that. And good morning, everybody. I hope everybody is having a great start to their Wednesday. I'm really excited to talk with you today. And Nicole, whenever you have the ability to give me the screen control, I'll put my screen up on there. But I'm really excited, everybody, to talk with you really about how to keep the North American annuity portfolio, really simple. So one of the things that we hear a lot of feedback on, especially with, just training Nicole on the North American products is, wow, there's a lot of annuity solutions here. How do I understand, how to make sense of where these fit in the marketplace today? And we've taken that feedback and we've taken that to heart because, most carriers try to put their products into swim lanes. And with North American, there's just a lot of diverse range that our solutions can fit into that we've come up with our color wheel. So, and we have solutions that can fit into a wide variety of scenarios, whether if you're looking for income, accumulation, a multi-benefit product, or the demand that we're hearing more and more on, clients' concerns around liquidity and just that more of the enhanced liquidity and how to get access to their money because they feel like locking up an index annuity for anywhere from 5 to 10 years for them could seem like an eternity, and how to give them access to money. So I want to take a little bit and we'll first and foremost talk about the color wheel, some of the innovative solutions that we've put on there, and then we're going to take a little bit of a deeper dive into the VersaChoice SDAX, or the Strategic Design Annuity, and the Benefit Solutions. So you can see here that a lot of products fit into some similar areas. So our core three are just that, the VersaChoice Strategic Design Annuity, or SDAX, and Benefit Solutions. And we've had a lot of webinars really talking about the VersaChoice and the SDAX, really some of our top 2 selling features, and they really feature that around liquidity. So, but what if you have a client that's looking for, just kind of that pure accumulation, but they need to be able to start up a brand new IRA? Well, that's where we have the Performance Choice, or they're looking for a bonus that they can get for a long duration in that product, and you can turn to the Charter Plus on there. But what if you want to go, to a strong, just pure income story, but you have clients that aren't interested in paying any fees? That's where that income choice comes into play. And we can kind of spin off of there those 3 core solutions into more focal pointed solution as well on that accumulation and that income side. So you'll be seeing a lot more of this color wheel marketing from North American to really help keep that annuity product portfolio more simplistic to you. Now let's get into the 3 products that I just want to highlight over for you. And that's the VersaChoice, the Strategic Design Annuity X, or the SDAX, as I'll refer to it for the remainder of the call, and the Benefit Solutions, because these are very innovative, unique solutions out there. And we'll start with the VersaChoice because that is the #1 selling annuity on the North American platform. So let's take a look at that. That VersaChoice, again, that fit in that side of liquidity and on that side of accumulation. And with having the VersaChoice, it's almost like you can have, 3 annuities in one solution. And I really like to put it more of 2 because you can't have the enhanced liquidity rider attached to the accumulation and the income benefit all in once. We don't allow multi-riders into one product. But when you think of it from the standpoint of accumulation, regardless of what your client decides on and how they're looking at accumulation plus maybe something else, it's going to be a very simple design, 10-year fixed index annuity with strong competitive index strategies. So it's never probably going to find out that it's absolutely the highest, but it's going to be right in the top 3 of strongest accumulation. And then really where the product starts to innovate and starts to look like nothing else in the marketplace is when you take a look at the enhanced liquidity option on there, which is our enhanced liquidity benefit, or ELB rider. For a small fee of 50 basis points, this helps really tackle just about any objection that a prospect client could throw to you in regards to, the duration of a 10-year fixed index annuity. How do I have the ability to get money out of there as my needs change? And with this small fee rider, it gives them to have an option of enhanced penalty-free withdrawal. It gives them the option to exercise a full return of premium after just completing 2 years of the contract, and also has the ability to give them benefits for their inability to complete activities of daily living later down the road in the contract. The other portion of that is that accumulation plus income, because if they don't want to add the enhanced liquidity benefit on there, where we see 2/3 of the business going to right now, we do have the ability to give them that additional income rider for a guaranteed lifetime withdrawal benefit. I will tell you that, again, the accumulation and income is farther lesser of a story because we have solutions that do a better job of that, but it's really that accumulation and enhanced liquidity that starts to set the VersaChoice apart, because now all of a sudden you've provided them with some maybe LTC alternative benefits for retirement, especially if they are uninsurable or just don't like the aspect of paying ongoing premiums for additional benefit, and being able to leverage those benefits and other assets that they have, like inside of this annuity. So I want to take a little bit of a closer look at those 4 benefits that we do offer inside of the VersaChoice. So the enhanced penalty-free withdrawal. So let's take a step back to take 3 steps forward here. So the standard withdrawal rate that a client can take for penalty-free withdrawals is 10% each and every year, including the first year on just the core product. So that by itself is strong, from a penalty-free withdrawal standpoint. One, because we're offering it in the first year. But what if the client doesn't use a withdrawal? We can give them that ability to carry that 10% to the following year, giving them a max penalty-free withdrawal of up to 20%. So if they take that 20% or a withdrawal in that year, then, so they would go back to 10% the following year. And then if they deferred that again and didn't take it, say in year 3, they would carry that into year 4 again. Essentially every other year, you'd have the ability to take some bigger lump sums of premium. So this is really great, especially if you're doing AUM business, helping clients maybe sweep some money off to the sideline, protect those gains with the market volatility spiking up, and then being able to slowly maybe pull money out as they need to, as they maybe want to buy back into an equity position, or they just have additional expenses that they want to cover through penalty-free withdrawals. The other feature that you can take advantage of is that return of premium. So, and I think that the best way for me to describe this is the get out of an annuity free card. So with a VersaChoice and having this enhanced liquidity benefit, if the client completes 2 years of the policy, so they're at day 1 of month 25, and they still are having some lingering buyer's remorse, so they have the ability to exercise that full return of premium. Fees that they have paid for the rider are refunded, and they're made whole of the entire premium, less any withdrawals they might have already taken if they took some prior penalty-free withdrawals, and get out of the annuity contract. Maybe they want to get back into a fully market-exposed equity position. Whatever the reason is, that's fine. They can get out of the contract using that full return of premium. So, and if you're like me, the first time you're hearing about this concept, okay, that's great for the client. I think the clients really like that availability to essentially pull the ejector cord and leave the policy after 2 years at any time if they would need to. But what about me, the financial professional that sold this policy? What am I liable for? Because a lot of times with features like this, you might have to be worried about how much of the compensation have already been paid. Do I have to turn around and pay back to the insurance company? So, and the answer to that is none. Because the way we structure the chargeback on our fixed index annuities and our index annuities and fixed products is the chargeback is for the first year with a chargeback rate of the first 6 months and then the second 6 months. Once the client completes that first year of the annuity contract, you are free and clear of the chargeback window, so you don't have to feel burned by the insurance company for allowing the client to leverage this benefit starting the very first day of year 3. So, which is a great way. Not only do we take care of the policyholder, we take care of you, We also take care of our distributors like Iams. So those two features are available to everyone that buys the Enhanced Liquidity Rider, regardless of their health. So let's say we're 2 months, 3 weeks, 3 years into the contract, the client's health drastically changed. They don't have the ability to complete all of their activities of daily living. Or for the client's inability to complete 2 out of 6, any time after issue, we will fully waive the surrender charges as long as we have the doctor's note that states that they can't perform 2 out of 6 activities of daily living, and it's perceived to be a permanent inability. So now that VersaChoice becomes fully liquid, they have the ability to take as much money as they need to, up to their full premiums. So, and they will essentially have that liquid account. With that same feature we talked about with the return of premium, if they're in day 1 of month 25 or year 3 of the contract, they have the ability to elect an enhanced payout benefit based off the accumulation value. So let's take a look at how that works. So the ADL-based payout benefit is not available in years 1 and 2, starts becoming available year 3, 4, 5, 6, and beyond. But if they can't complete 2 out of 6 ADLs, we receive that doctor's note that it's perceived to be permanent. Then they have the ability, along with the waiver of surrender charges, to take an accumulation value payout over 5 years of 110%, 115, 120, or 125% over that 5-year payment. Again, they are not required to take this benefit, but they have that option. And they don't have to, once they can't perform 2 out of 6 ADLs, say it's year 4 and they can't perform them, they're not forced to make a decision between the both. Those benefits are interchangeable. Maybe at first, they're just going to take the waiver surrender charges. They'll take the money they need as they need it. And then 4 years have gone by. Now they're in year 8 of the contract. Maybe they have another $75,000 left in there with the interest they've earned minus withdrawals they've taken. And like, now I have expenses that this $75,000 won't really cover by themselves. I need kind of an enhancement on that. Then they can take that 125% payout of their current value over the next 5 years. That can be distributed monthly, quarterly, semi-annual, or annual payment, whatever is best for the client. Now let's say the client's been taking that benefit for 2 years and then they tragically passed away. So what happens to that 5-pay? It continues to their beneficiary. So the 5-pay has to continue because essentially, let's call this what it is an enhanced annuitization on a 5-year certain schedule. So we will finish out those 5 years on however that benefit was being paid out. So this is a very unique feature that no other index product offers out there. This is not a long-term care rider. This is not a fully underwritten fixed index annuity. So the trade-off is because this is essentially an acknowledgement of I can perform my ADLs when I'm signing my disclosures, and then later on down the road I'll bring you a doctor's note when I can't perform 2 out of 6 ADLs, and then we'll be able to unlock those benefits. They're fully taxable benefits on qualified money, and then the gains are fully taxable on non-qualified money. So that is the benefit of not having to go through a full underwriting and not be on long-term care insurance. It's just an annuity contract with great liquidity and great benefits for your clients. So that's the VersaChoice with a very popular enhanced liquidity rider. Again, that is a staple of our platform. That's our #1 selling fixed index annuity, and the rider does make up of 2/3 of that sale. I want to transition now to really what's been our feature of our new solutions that we've brought into the marketplace with that strategic design Annuity X. Again, another product out there that can't be mimicked by anything else in the industry because we're not taking a copycat approach in design. We're trying to take your feedback that we're hearing from professionals like yourself on a daily basis and our distribution partners on what is the need in the marketplace that you need an insurance company to fulfill, and a product that allows you to really plan and help that client plan dynamic retirement income through kind of the tale of 2 phases, taking income from an accumulation value and taking income from a withdrawal benefit over 2 stages is really what's been needed, as well as just unique liquidity to be able to match clients' dynamic slice. And that's what the SDX does. And we call this product the industry's X factor on how we built this. So this is a great sales piece that we have to really help you understand how this solution works, and how we can help create that retirement income that the client can outlive with featuring that 200% of the participating index roll-up. So this has some industry-leading rates out there. 5.25 cap on the S&P 500, which is very strong today. So think about that. 200% of a 5.25 capped out return, that's 10.5% compounded interest to your client's benefit base. So a guaranteed rate out there does not exist that high. Maybe you'll find 10% simple, but simple interest versus compounded interest is very, very different. So, and then having the ability to have income as dynamic as your client's life is and having those needs be flexible. And that's what that enhanced penalty-free withdrawal feature that can be anywhere from 10 to 32% penalty-free withdrawal that's based off of the initial premium, not the current value, is a game changer in the marketplace today. And that allows you to take predictable fixed withdrawals during the accumulation period while that rider's building up to give them that income that they might need earlier than waiting the 10 years that this product has a requirement of. Then with the SDX, we have the innovative index crediting strategies like the new Inverse Edge that can help clients be prepared and take advantage of market corrections. This strategy provides interest crediting and a declining market up to 8% to the accumulation value. And again, with that doubling feature and that benefit base at 200%, if you earned 8% in a negative market, your income base earned 16% compounded interest. So go through a scenario. The first year someone participates in the up of the S&P, they're 100% allocated to that point-to-point cap, for an example. It caps out at 5.25. That's 10.5%. So let's say that, we've got this feeling that, all the industry experts are calling for recession. We think it's going to be a down market this next year. So you reallocate to the Inverse Edge. It credits 8% because the market's down 15% for the year. And then a negative 15 year to the S&P that your account value gets 8 and your income benefit base that just earned 10.5 is earning now 16 compounded on top of that. Again, that type of innovation doesn't exist anywhere else. And then we throw in the one-of-a-kind enhanced penalty-free withdrawal schedule, which again can create predictability for those clients while they're waiting for that income bucket to build up over the deferral period. So every year you defer this up, you get an enhancement to your base 7% penalty-free withdrawal. So you see your base rate and you see your enhancement rate for your total penalty-free withdrawal that you can take. So one thing to know is the longer you defer this, the bigger that builds up. The moment you start taking penalty-free withdrawals, you're going to secure the rate over here for the remaining years. So let's say you have a hypothetical scenario where a client's gone 5 years, they've let everything defer, there really wasn't any need on there. Now they're starting to hit normal retirement age. Maybe they're 70, and they can qualify for 100% of Social Security benefit. But they want to defer that out. They want to be able to qualify for 132%. They're going to need some income to help them bridge that gap. Well, we're in year 6 of this contract. So your base penalty-free withdrawal rate is 7%. You have a 13% enhancement rate on top of that. So now your client has the ability to take up to 20% of their premium as a penalty-free withdrawal. If they do that, they would lock in that 20% where they could take 20% in year 7, 8, 9, and 10. If they chose to completely max out that benefit, they would essentially subsequently have pulled out every dollar of premium out of that policy. At the same time, they would essentially never paid for the required fee of the 95 basis points the way the policy works based on the assumption, let's just say you earned no interest. So they could pull that all out. But now let's flip this track and let's say, okay, well, we did average 3.5% of interest over that duration. Well, say on a $250,000 investment, you'd have the ability to still have about a $5,000 guaranteed lifetime income stream that you could then go and supplement Social Security with and even have a higher payment. So there's a lot of different uses we can use. That one is our sales concepts on ways to maximize Social Security and help build that bridge for your client, and then supplement that with additional benefits based off the interest of the policy because you've already withdrawn all your premium out of there. And I did want to get down to kind of the brass tacks on, so how does this Inverse Edge strategy really work for you guys? Because again, this is completely innovative, and there's no other strategy out there that works like there in the marketplace. So first and foremost, it is an S&P strategy that takes advantage of a negative or declining market for the returns. So if you had a positive 10% change to the S&P 500 and you were solely allocated to this one strategy, well, there would be no index crediting. So if it were 0 or slightly negative to the rate of 9.99, so in this example, so it would credit 4%, the actual rate is 2%. And then if it were even more negative at 10% or more, that's where you hit that higher threshold. It's actually an 8% return. So for just training purposes, this slide doesn't reflect the rates of return. But the more negative you are, that 10% is the threshold, we're going to give you a higher crediting rate. And it's going to be essentially 8% accumulation value based off of current pricing, which would be then 16% to the benefit base. That's the Strategic Design Annuity X, or the SDAX, again, and that is probably the most innovative solution out there that provides liquidity and flexibility like nothing else in the marketplace. One of the things I didn't mention, when you get into the actual distribution of the rider, we will multiply that payment times 2 if your client has the inability to complete those 2 out of 6 ADLs. Just like the VersaChoice has ADL benefits, so does the SDAX. Finally, that last solution on there is our multi-benefit solution that we talked about on the color wheel, and that's the Benefit Solutions itself. So this product really can do a lot for the client. It addresses their concern of lifetime income. It can drive their concern of a multiplied benefit for nursing home confinement, as well as rider death benefit. And oh, by the way, want to earn some decent accumulation in that policy as well. So those key benefits: lifetime payout, nursing home multiplier, and rider death benefit. So all 3 of those solutions all in one. So with some great guarantees. Again, this is more of your participating income story. A lot of people will talk about this as the 120, 140, 160 product, because that's the minimum floor that the benefit base performs at. So you have the ability then to weigh the difference between the actual performance of the index in that benefit base or the minimum guarantees. And where we'll see a lot of the benefit solutions being sold is, that client that has an immediate need for income, but also is really wanting to leave a legacy, where most index annuities just first and foremost can't do that, because you have to go through the deferral period of maybe 10 years with some of the top products out there before you can even start thinking about it for that dual use. Benefit solutions for anyone that's 50 years or older can turn on immediate income as early as 30 days out from the issuing. And you take advantage of that 120 increase to the benefit base and start drawing income off it for the rest of your life. So then the benefit base will still go through the pro rata guarantees of the 140, 160, as well as your index crediting along the way. So a very unique solution out there in the marketplace for that multi-benefit. Oh, and by the way, that client gets sick, goes into nursing home confinement. They have the ability to have that nursing home multiplier. So if they're getting $5,000 a year for the rest of their life, they go into a nursing home, years 4 through 8 in this example, we'll multiply it by 2. It'll be $10,000 for the rest of their life. And then when that doubled payment expires, we just go back to the regular scheduled payment of $5,000 for the rest of their life. So again, a great additional feature, provides quasi-alternative to long-term care solution. So we also talked about the rider death benefit. So it's important to understand that even when you start taking income, so you do have that benefit base growing with index crediting for the first 20 years of the contract. It doesn't matter what phase you're in, if you're in the distribution phase of the rider or if you're still in the accumulation phase, that's going to happen. So if you go 5 years, if you've taken no withdrawals, you pass away, well, that death benefit is guaranteed at a minimum to be $140,000 on a $100,000 example. That's assuming 0 rate of return. Now, your index crediting can make it higher than that, but this at a floor will be the minimum. Then we'll distribute that out to the beneficiaries over 5 equal payments. So over 5 years, they can take $28,000 a year. Not only does that help them because they're taking a higher death benefit than what the actual accumulation value is, and they're also getting some tax enhancements on that as well, because it is an index annuity. It's not true life insurance. So that's all gains. That's going to be taxable distribution, especially if it's qualified money. So that's the Benefit Solutions, a real great multi-benefit product. Again, it gets that 120, 140, 160 guaranteed step-ups as a minimum floor to that benefit base. You have the ability for those index crediting to provide higher earnings on there, but you at least have those floor on there, assuming 0 rate of return. This is a great solution for those clients that need to take RMDs but want to maximize the legacy. This is a great product for that. I would definitely encourage you to have Nicole run some illustrations if you have those clients looking for RMD solutions with death benefit. This is definitely the spot for that. So again, I just want to recap and go back to, again, how to find the right fit of where North America could be a great solution inside of the color wheel, whether if it's accumulation and liquidity with some income, so on where those solutions would fall, or that multi-benefit product like BenefitSolutions. So just like Nicole's presentation earlier, so North American has some fantastic benefits that you can take advantage on top of what Iams is already offering you this year just by doing index annuity business. So we're really excited to have our exclusive producer connection program, which is our EPC program. This is a different kind of loyalty program and compensation bonus that's out there in the marketplace today. It's all about helping you advance your career and your business. So EPC qualifiers as well will have the opportunity to qualify for some additional incentive with our Connect 2020 program and really give you the opportunity to engage and network with other North American leaders and other leaders in the industry with some of the top financial professionals across the country doing business with North American. The way this program works is if you hit $1 million in production with fixed index annuities with us, we're going to pay you an additional 50 basis points of compensation, and that's also retroactive back to $1. So not only would you essentially, if you hit $1 million on the nose, you'll get a $5,000 retro bonus, plus you get that 50 basis points at going forward. So, and as you hit that next level of $3 million at the presidential level, so you get another 50 basis points retro track all the way again back to $1, and then you get that $775 going forward on a solution like VersaChoice, SDAX, or BenefitSolutions. That's our 10 years and longer products earning that $675 plus your 100 basis points. And then if you hit the chairman level, which we already have our first producer this month hit that level, that producer is now earning an additional 150 basis points, and they get that retro payment as well. So there is a lot of great benefits in here. That key benefit is this isn't make that going forward once you hit the level. It's all retro paid. So in the way that comes, it's an additional compensation check coming around the middle of the month of the following month where you hit that level, and then you get that monthly going forward. So you'll get your payment at $675 when the business pays out, and then you'll get your monthly bonuses. So it is important to understand that to be a part of this program, a financial professional must be either at street level or licensed as an officer to their own corporation. If your compensation is paid through a broker-dealer, your broker-dealer must approve this program. This is an example of just how the retro payments work on those bonuses as you hit those tiers. So I think it's important to note that this is not reflecting the on-the-way commissions as well. This is just showing what you would earn in those retro bonuses as you hit those tiers. So all fixed index annuity premium count to this. Fixed products do not count, so that's immediate annuities and multi-year guarantees, but the index products that we covered today do count. And then finally, I mentioned our Connect 2020. So this is going to be really a once-in-a-lifetime type of incentive for EPC qualifiers to be able to chance to get an invite to this summit. We'll be taking approximately our top 75 EPC qualifiers on this event to the Ritz-Carlton Reserve, Dorado Beach Resort in Puerto Rico. This is one of 3 resorts in the world on the Ritz-Carlton Reserve properties. So you have the opportunity to train with other top producers, pick up some new sales ideas, network them, build new relationships with them, as well as the home office guests and leadership that are going to be there, as well as be able to chance again continue to share and give us feedback that you're hearing in the industry and what's working well in your practice, and as well as who doesn't want to have a chance to network with their peers, other top sales professionals, learn what they're doing to build their business and really develop those relationships for further success as well. So with that, Nicole, I'm going to turn the presentation back over to you. If anyone does have questions to us, definitely give us a call here at 866-322-7066, or as always, call our partners at Iams, as they're a great resource and a great business partner of ours. So thank you, everybody, and have a great rest of your day.
Thank you, Brett. And now I've got to change the screen over here. This is not cooperating today. Okay, everybody. I just want to take a minute to let you all know that I will be getting back to you after this webinar. So if you had any questions, I will follow up and answer any of them that you may have. Also want to let you know that Brett didn't touch on this, but North American now has producer marketing pieces that can be customized for North American licensed reps on their website. And I advise you to take a look at them. They are very, very, very compelling pieces that show the power of an annuity to your clients. And with all of that, I'm going to launch my last poll question. If you would like more information on the North American products that we covered, please answer yes. And if you would not, please answer no. I would really appreciate all of your all of your participation. I'll give it another 5 seconds to get this poll closed out, and we will conclude our webinar. I truly appreciate all of you taking time out of your day today to join us. Hope you found this beneficial. Have a great day.